scooter market in India is always evolving. We've seen the Hummer Activa that started it all. Of course, there was the Chetak before that, but then that is a very long evolution. But the shorter evolution that you and I have seen is that the Activas and the Jupiters have given us mobility, and then there has been the sports scooter from Aprilia. It was the SR 150 first, then it came the SR 160, then came the SR 160A. Then we saw some updates in between, and in the year 2020 we saw the BS6 versions coming with a major change to the engine, because that's what the BS6 update has always been about with every single manufacturer. But Aprilia has gone a step ahead. They've launched the facelift version within a year with the same BS6 engine. And let's find out what the changes are. My name is Mohit Soni. Welcome to Crosszone.com. And now let me explain you what the changes are. So you can see this is the new headlights, and there are LED DRLs here on both sides. And let me start the scooter and show you what the LED light looks like. So that's how the LED light looks like. Since we're riding it for the first time in the day, we can't tell you what the illumination and spread is like, but wait for the road test to happen. This apron here has changed a bit. You can see there's a bit of design here. The indicators are sitting on this side like previously. There's a bit of change here to this part. There's always been the beak, it's still here. We've got this nice carbon finish front fender, which has this unique design aspect here. The alloy wheels continue to be same in design. These are Sear tires now, 120 section, 120/70, 14-inch wheels. Coming to the side, as you can see, the side panel has changed a bit. This is the SR 160. We've also ridden the SR 160 race, and as you can see, the seat is new. It is a unibody seat, but Aprilia has cleverly, put a crease here to make it look like a split seat unit, which is very interesting, very clever way to give it a very nice look without sacrificing the practicality. I'm pretty sure a lot of tall guys also should be able to adjust to this, even if they sit all the way back. And this is the new grab rail. It's raised and it's bigger, so my hand goes in fine, so everybody else's hand also can go in perfectly well. I'm slightly larger in that aspect. Everybody else should be, normal people should be comfortable. The exhaust heat shield also has carbon finish on it. The mudguard remains the same. Sadly, the indicators are still not LED. We expect that to happen because it's a slightly expensive scooter now. It retails at 1,17,000 ex showroom. I need to tell you the price before you ask me in the comments, but you're still welcome to ask me that in the comments again. And that is the engine BS6 unit. We'll come to that in the riding part. Let me show you the switches. They are the same. So this is the high beam button here, and this also equals as a pass unit. Indicator, horn, good enough, satisfying. And this is the big party piece. This is the new instrument cluster on the scooter. It's a completely digital unit. You've got a digital tachometer, you've got trip, you've got time. This is the engine temperature, this is a fuel gauge. And if you go through the mode button here, as you can see, this is the distance to empty, this is the ambient temperature, which is great. Average speed, maximum speed, battery voltage, that's the current fuel efficiency which comes on while you're riding. That's the average fuel efficiency. You go through all of it through this mode button here. This is the start button. Aprilia continues with their signature palm grip design, which is seen ever since the scooters pretty much came out. This carbon finish here as well, and a floorboard here is nice, square, looks very practical. It's big enough as well. Let's open and this and see. As you can see, this is the chassis number on this particular scooter, so that's necessary while registering. There's a hook here, but there's no hook here. And Aprilia also has, as you can see here, hidden very cleverly the choke button that used to be in the carburetor rather neatly. This is something that looks that everybody knows that this is a choke button, but it's been cleverly hidden. And coming back to the instrument cluster, you can see you can go through all of this via these buttons here as well, so that's also very impressive. Overall, the scooter has a lot of changes. The instrument cluster, the panel changes, the new grab rail, the new headlamp, and of course I also forgot to show you what the tail light is like. And that's the X-shaped headlamp. It looks pretty fantastic, something really new, something really bespoke we've not seen before. We have seen fancier lights on scooters, but this is something completely unique, never seen before. This is a great addition by Aprilia India. They've taken our feedback very seriously in this aspect, and they've worked upon it. We told the meters were very basic, it's been improved. The lights at the front and the back have been improved, and now we'll discuss what it is like to ride. So what is the SR160 and SR160 race like to ride? Well, this is the same basics motor like I told you earlier. There has been no change to the mechanicals and engine. So the engine is now the same 160cc unit, which makes 11 PS of power and 11 Newton meters of torque from a 3-valve 160cc air-cooled engine. And the motor is much more smoother, much more calmer, much more better to live with. Over the BS4 version, it's not lumpy anymore. It's a much more linear engine. The throttle response is also very sharp, very linear. So that makes the scooter very easy to live with on a daily basis and to ride. And that's what makes the Aprilia SR160 still fun, because there's a lot of power and torque, and with the light curb weight, the performance, the power to weight ratio is really impressive. And low end and mid range is fantastic. It reaches 50-60 kilometers an hour in absolutely no time. The best part, of course, is where from 75 kilometers an hour till 100 kilometers an hour, the punch is there. It pulls with authority, and that's what makes the Aprilia SR160 and 160 race really impressive. The SR160 race does pull a little bit more with much more zest, but with the linear configuration now of the BS6, the difference to make out is very difficult and very minimum. But you still feel the performance, and those numbers will obviously be replicated in the GPS timings, which we'll let you know in some time. But there is going to be a good amount of change in the way the low end and top end power is delivered on the SR160 versus the SR160 race. And the smoothness and everything else makes the scooter very easy to ride now. The exhaust note is also very good, and let's hear that now. As you can hear, it's a much more it makes the decibel levels are definitely lower, but the character and the noise of the SR160, 150 and 160 that was there previously is still retained. So when it comes to ride and handling, let's discuss the most important part in the SR series of scooters from Aprilia is the fact that the scooter now is much better at ride quality. It does feel stiff, and the underlying stiffness is also there, but the compliance is slightly higher. I think it's because we've always tested the scooters with higher tire pressures and different tires. These are different tires and ride pressures, so the ride quality is very impressive, much better than before. Despite there is not big of a change to the suspension and chassis, and that's a great move because at the same time the handling is crisp, is sharp, it turns into corners beautifully, there's a lot of stability. It's great fun because the wheelbase is short, and that's what makes the Aprilia, along with a peppy engine, great fun to ride. These 14-inch wheels inspire a lot of confidence to any size of rider, and this is what makes the Aprilia SR160 and 160 race a very good scooter to ride, because the nimbleness and the agility this offers, it makes it great for cornering and for city duties. One of the reasons why the scooter will now appeal to a larger audience, be it old or young, is because it's easy to use, slightly more comfortable. At the same time, the nimbleness will blow you away, and with the right amount of comfort, it just makes the SR160 much more accessible, but at the same time sporty enough when you open the throttle and just go for it in the twisties or on the highway, because there's a lot of punch, like I told you, how the engine behaves. That is what our review and first impressions are of the SR160 and 160 race. They continue to be very impressive, compact, very much fun to ride scooters in their segment. Of course, there is the Yamaha Aerox that is grabbing a lot of attention, but these scooters have their own practicality and compactness and their package that appeals to a larger audience. And this is still one of the simplest, easiest, compact, most fun to ride, very quick scooters in their category, and that's what makes the Aprilia a very good scooter to live with on a daily basis. And like I told you, the price, it's still worth it, because now you get a lot of goodies which were missing earlier, and of course it has come at a price, but it's not something that is robbing it of value. There is still a good amount of value with the scooters. You do get a lot for your money, and we wish it was a bit more, but nevertheless the costs have gone through the roof for manufacturers, and it's impossible for them not to pass it on, because every other scooter, even a 125 scooter, now costs over 1 lakh rupees. So Given that this starts at 1.17 lakhs, I think it's still very good value for money. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like. Still have some questions, put them in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel please, and follow us on social media for daily everyday updates. And I'll see you next time in the next video. Goodbye.